Hello, my name is Mokshita and today we are going to discuss about the life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoids. Ascaris also known as common roundworm is an endoparasitic roundworm. It belongs to the phylum Nematoda and causes the disease Ascariasis in human beings. It is a monogenetic worm, which means it has only one host. This Ascaris has a cylindrical body and has two different sexes. Both the male and female have differentiated features. Here is a picture of both the types of worms. The major differentiating point between the male and female is that the male possesses a posterior curvature while the female does not, and the length of male varies from 15 to 30 centimeters while the female's length is longer at a length of 20 to 40 centimeters. The life cycle of Ascaris begins with its egg. These eggs, when ingested into human beings, cause the disease of Ascariasis. They may spread through different ways like consuming contaminated food and water which are containing Ascaris eggs, or by direct contact with soil which contains the eggs of Ascaris. It mainly occurs through the improper disposal of human feces containing the eggs of Ascaris. When these eggs are ingested, they reach the small intestine and infect the host, causing severe infection to major parts like heart, lung, kidney, etc. In this picture, different eggs of Ascaris are shown. The first one is the unfertilized egg. It does not further develop and therefore is ineffective. Whereas the second one is the fertilized egg of Ascaris. This fertilized egg further develops and forms the infective stage, which is the third picture. The first stage larva or raptiform larva develops within the shell of the egg. It takes 10 to 14 days for development. During this time, the eggs require contact with soil. It requires at least 18 days of contact, otherwise the eggs cannot mature, and therefore its first molting occurs in the soil. Later, in another 10 days, the first stage larva transforms to the second stage or juvenile larva. This juvenile larva containing egg is known as an embryonated egg. This embryonated egg is what is the infective stage of Ascaris. When these embryonated eggs are ingested, we incur the disease of Ascariasis. Once they enter into the human body, they reach the small intestine. As you can see here, there is a clear picture of the life cycle of Ascariasis. So, the first stage depicted here is the fertilization, and the female lays the eggs in the small intestine of its host. Then it is passed out through the feces of the infected person. These feces contain two types of eggs, fertilized and unfertilized. As I already said, unfertilized will not develop further, whereas the fertilized egg develops, forms different stages, and reaches to the second stage or juvenile larva. These embryonated eggs are ingested and reach our small intestine. Once they reach the small intestine, they hatch and the juveniles are released. Once the juveniles are released, they pierce through the intestinal wall and migrate to different parts such as the lungs with the help of circulatory system. In the lungs, they move up to the alveoli and reach the bronchi. Here they undergo two moltings. After reaching the bronchi, they make all their way to the throat. Here they are coughed up and swallowed again. After swallowing again, these eggs reach the small intestine where they develop further and their fourth molting takes place here. After this, they develop into adult worms. After developing into adult worms, they can live for up to 1 to 2 years in the intestine. This is a picture of the female and male worm of Ascaris. This disease causes severe infection in human beings. Since it is a parasite, it robs humans of food and causes anemia, weakness, muscular pain, and fever. Ascariasis can be prevented by maintaining proper hygiene and also by disposing the fecal matter properly. By washing our hands every now and then, we can prevent such diseases. Thank you for watching.